boys and girls, very exciting video today. We're going to meet Stevie the firefighter. You can imagine this is a city and every now and again a fire happens, incidentally, accidentally, and the fire brigade is called. They need to respond and you can hear the sirens, see the flashing lights, and off goes the red fire engines. We're going to look closer at one of those engines and I'm going to sit behind the wheel of the fire engine. Let's sing Light of the World as we think of this big city.
Searching for an answer, a ray of hope in a hopeless world. Who can we turn to? Where is our rescue? There is someone, he's the answer. He's the light and he'll light the way. His name is Jesus, and he came to save us. He is the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world. He is the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world. The world is searching for an answer, a ray of hope in a hopeless world. Who can we turn to? Where is our rescue? There is someone, he's the answer. He's the light and he'll light the way. His name is Jesus, and he came to save us. He is the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world. He is the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world. Light, light of the world, and he shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world.
Brilliant song, Light of the World. Really enjoyed that. But let's go and find out about the fire engine from Stevie the firefighter. Here we go. Good day, boys and girls. Today we have a very exciting video. We're with Stevie the firefighter. Stevie, say hello to the boys and girls.
Hello, boys and girls.
Stevie, what is a firefighter?
So a firefighter is somebody whose job it is to carry out rescues, and they rescue people from loads of different situations and to help people basically.
Can you carry someone in your shoulders? I would imagine a fireman carrying someone in your shoulders.
I could, I'm not sure if I could carry you on my shoulders, but I can carry people on my shoulders.
Are you afraid of heights?
No, definitely not.
Is that important that you're not allowed to be scared of heights?
It is very important, yes, because we'd be up quite high on ladders and quite high off the ground at times.
When you go to put out a fire, do you wear your shiny shoes and your nice clean shirt?
Definitely not, no.
You have a uniform for that?
I do, my uniform's sitting behind you here, yeah.
Oh, very good. Can you tell us what it is?
I can indeed. So there are a few different steps. So I have my helmet to protect my head. I have my fire tunic.
Is that fireproof?
That is fireproof, yes. So that's my fire tunic. And then this is my boots and my trousers and my gloves all in one go.
So the whole body's pretty much covered,
From head to toe, yeah.
head to toe.
So
And what's this lovely big red? Is it your private car?
that's not my car, that is a fire engine. So this is what we would use to go to fire calls and to carry out our rescues. Yeah.
What else have you got on that fire engine?
So I'll take you around it and let you see. This is what we call our wet pocket. So we have all the hoses. So that's our high pressure hose for smaller fires. And then we have much bigger hoses down here, and they're for bigger fires. So the bigger the fire, the more water we need to put it out. And then these are wildland hoses for if the Mourne Mountains go on fire, then we can take these smaller hoses up the mountains, and they help us to put out fires up where it's difficult to get to, basically.
Yeah.
Everybody on the fire engine has their own job and their own responsibility. So as soon as we turn up to a fire call, it's the driver's responsibility to go and find water. The first thing they'll do is they'll turn the pump on at the back so that we've water at the hoses, and then they'll go and find water and make sure that we've got a water supply to the fire engine. The next pocket we have, so these are working at height kits for carrying out rescues, or for when we're working on roofs and things like that. We can attach ourselves to harnesses and keep ourselves safe.
So Stevie, what's the basic procedure when you get my house is on fire and I phone the fire, phone 999, what happens then?
If a fire call comes through, it'll flash up on the screen, and the tones or the alerters will go off in the station to let us know that there's a call coming through. And if it's a station with a pole, they still do slide down the poles on their way to the fire engine.
And if you're busy eating a bag of crisps, do you leave them or do you keep eating them? Drop and run?
Unfortunately, we have to leave them.
Yeah, that's good.
We don't get finishing them. It's very important that we always keep this filled with water, because if there's only half a tank of water in this and you're driving through traffic, the water sloshes about and makes it very unstable. So they're always kept full.
You need to be first aid of something. Is that priority to get people out of a fire?
First aid trained.
Yeah.
We usually have people on every watch that are first aid trained to an advanced level. Yes. So that's quite important, because once we rescue people, we need to know what to do with those people to help them in the best way that we can.
And every time a firefighter goes into a fire, it could be potentially dangerous, with smoke, with things falling.
Yes. So when we go into a fire, I can show you what we put on. It's in the crew cab here, if you want.
Yeah.
Built into the seats of the fire engine, then we have our breathing apparatus sets. So that acts as the back of the seat. So it means when we put our fire kit on, we can get into the fire engine, and on the way to the call, we can already have this on our back. Put it on like a school bag, like so. So you pull this handle, and that releases it, and then you can step out with it on your back.
It's quite heavy.
They are 18 kilograms in weight.
That's a lot, yeah. Steve, you're a Christian man.
I am indeed, yes.
Is that important to you?
It's a very important aspect of my life, yeah.
And even as an adult, you're an instructor, you teach firefighters how to fight fires.
How to fight fires, yes.
Yeah.
I try to discourage them from fighting.
Yeah. And as a Christian, has God helped you with that role?
Yes, so I'm in the fire service. I'm very fortunate. There's an organisation within the fire service called Firefighters for Christ.
Yeah.
And I'm involved in that as well.
That's like a school SU almost.
It kind of is like a school SU, only it's in work, and it's for firefighters, yeah. So again, we would meet up with other Christian firefighters, and we would encourage each other and have breakfast together, and we would do Bible courses together, and I find it very, very helpful in my walk as a Christian, and it has helped me to grow massively.
Have you a favourite Bible verse you often think about?
Romans 10:9, which is the verse that I got saved through.
Oh, what's it?
So that's, if you would confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, you will be saved.
Very good. And that's still essential today for anyone who calls upon the Lord.
Definitely
believes
is.
in him.
Yeah, it definitely is, yeah.
Stevie, what's the front of it like?
I'll show you both sides because they're both very different. So this is the driver's side. You'll see up above the steering wheel there's a screen with lots of different buttons. So they're controls for the fire engine. They control lights and pumps and sirens. This is where the driver would sit.
Just ready to go, always ready to go?
Always sitting ready to go, yeah. The keys are still in the ignition.
Yeah.
So I'll take you around the other side.
It's very exciting.
This is what we call the OIC seat, the officer in charge.
Oh, not just anyone?
So this is the boss. Whoever's sitting in this seat is the boss of the appliance. So on the way to the call, the boss can look at this screen
Yeah.
And you can see there's a map on it at the minute with the picture of the fire engine on the map.
Is that the location of
That's
it, like
the
a
location of
GPS?
this fire engine, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So when we get a fire call, the address will come up on the screen, and it'll tell us what the fire call is, and then we can look up a map of the building on this screen, or if it's a car accident, we can look up every type of car. We can look it up and see where the airbags are and where the fuel
Wow.
tank is.
You
So
step ahead of yourself.
That's a lot of information in that screen. This is where all the shiny gear is. These are the very latest technology of cutting equipment for car accidents. These ones are spreaders, so basically they'll prise things apart and create space for us to get in. That's a hydraulic ram for lifting things up or for pushing things out of our way. So those are those are the cutters. You press a button to turn it on. Those will cut the roof off a car very, very quickly and very easily.
Stevie, if there's children watching, would you encourage them to be a firefighter?
I would, definitely would, yes. It's a very, very good job, a very fulfilling job. You're saving lives and you're helping to keep people safe. So that's our main goal, is to keep as many people safe as we can. This locker is jacks for stabilising cars on their sides or their roofs.
Yeah.
And then these are what we call step chocks, and again they're for stabilising vehicles and making sure that they're not going to move while we're working on them.
Do you get excited when all the flashing lights, the fire engines driving down the road, flashing lights?
Of course. You always get the wee adrenaline hit when you have the lights on and sirens going.
Where's the water?
Before I go into the water, you can see this is where we get all our ladders off the machine. So this is our biggest ladder here. That's a 135, so it's 13.5 metres long, fully extended.
Yeah.
That's a 9 metre ladder, and then that's a roofing ladder over there.
Yeah.
So, yes, this is one of our newest pumps here. So this is the latest technology in pumping right here. So our water supply goes in here with 2 connections, so we can connect it to 2 hydrants at a time and get 2 water supplies in there. And that'll fill right up the middle of the fire engine is a big water tank that holds 1,800 litres of water.
1,800. Stevie, our time's up. Really appreciate the walk around the talk, walk and talk. And boys and girls, that's a Stevie. I really appreciate him sharing. And as a Christian firefighter, ultimately he wants to save lives and help people as best he can. So Stevie, thanks very much for sharing.
No problem.
And one day, boys and girls, if you're young now, would you encourage them to do well at school?
Definitely, yes. If you work hard at school and keep yourself physically fit, and you can join the fire service when you leave school.
Very good. Boys and girls, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Can I go for a wee drive?
Certainly, let's go.
Bye-bye. Wow, really enjoyed that one, Stevie. Thank you. I love sitting in the big fire engine, looking around it. So, of course, it's always good to applaud. So we'll sing a wee song with people clapping and applauding as they sing Never Ever Give Up. Here we go.
Give up when times are hard. Do not give up. Have a happy heart. Do not give up.
not give up. Thank you so much, Stevie, again for the firefighter tour of the fire engine. Really, really appreciate that there. Wonderful. Remember, just like a fire brigade, he wants to save you from the fire. It's so, so important to learn your numbers, what number you need to ring should there ever be a fire in your house. Let's all go. We're off now. Have a wonderful day. Bye.